Hey everyone, welcome to Ed Pivot. I am Eva Jiang. 15 years teaching Chinese as a second language, 5 of them live on Zoom and Google Meet. Our title today, Architecting the Online Learning Classroom, Lowering Cognitive Load to Keep the Focus on Your Subject. Let's begin. When my classroom first moved online at the start of the pandemic over 5 years ago, I was excited. But I soon hit a roadblock. I'd ask my student to type a simple sentence, and I could feel the sense of frustration even through the screen. My students weren't asking about grammar. They were struggling with the technology, fighting with a pinyin input editor, trying to figure out how to open and save a document, or getting lost trying to find the right character. From the psychological perspective, I saw my students experiencing crippling cognitive load. All their mental energy was focused on the tech issues, leaving no room to actually compose their thoughts in Chinese. It also shattered the digital native myth when talking about neuroscience. My students can text at lightning speed in English, but that skill doesn't translate to the unique demands of a character-based language. This problem forced me to develop a new philosophy, drawing from the histories and philosophies of learning. Over the years, I have realized that my goal isn't just to teach the language itself, but to teach my students how to use it in today's world. That means moving beyond traditional skills like handwriting to focus on digital competencies like typing, texting, and composing emails in Chinese. This realization meant my role had to evolve from being just a language instructor to becoming a digital learning architect. For my students, that means building an online environment where technology is a bridge, not a barrier. This philosophy is grounded in two key ideas. First, constructivism. If students actively build their own understanding, then I must first teach them how to use their digital tools. I can't ask them to build a sentence if they don't know how to operate the digital bricks of the pinyin editor. Second, the social approaches to learning. Vygotsky's concept of the zone of proximal development is perfect here. My students have a ZPD for Chinese grammar, but they also have one for the technology. As the architect, my role is to scaffold both, creating a community of practice where we master the language and the tools together. So, what does being a digital architect look like in practice? It means I now integrate technology instruction directly into my lessons, applying the TPAC framework. TPAC shows that real learning happens at the intersection of technological, pedagogical, and content knowledge. Instead of just saying type your answer, I'll run a mini lesson, sharing my screen to show them how to find the character. The technology skill is taught in direct service of the language goal. To be a true reflection of ZPD and actively reduce cognitive load, I developed a customized AI chatbot, which I call the International Language Learning Curator. With this tool, students can customize their own learning. They add new vocabulary they want to master, and the chatbot designs personalized learning materials that use the new words but are built upon the foundation of vocabulary they already know. I've also developed tutorials such as setting up a Chinese keyboard or using voice to text to type in Chinese language in a Google Doc. Yes, this sounds like the work of a tech specialist, but I now call myself a digital architect for Mandarin learning because building these skills is fundamental to building fluency. My emerging philosophy is that teaching digital literacy is not a detour from teaching Chinese. It is a foundational act of modern pedagogy. By architecting our digital classrooms with intention, we lower cognitive load and create an equitable path to proficiency for every student. So I ask you, how can you be architect of your classroom tomorrow? Thanks for listening.